This stream is proudly sponsored by Match Bingo. Play along with a match. Watch your bingo cards fill up in real time based on what happens in the games, live. Check out the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen. 18 plus, bingo is a game of chance. Please gamble responsibly. Gillespie Avenue. The Bacon Brigade. Assemble. Smash the like button and strap yourselves in for a raw one, my friends. Oh, it's about to go down. This stream is proudly sponsored by Match Bingo. Play along with a match. Watch your bingo cards fill up in real time based on what happens in the games, live. Check out the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen. 18 plus, bingo is a game of chance. Please gamble responsibly. Yes, what's going on everyone? How you doing? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another little watch along for you. We're here for Liverpool versus Arsenal in the Premier League here. Super Sunday. It's a big game. Good, should be a good one. Who knows what's going to happen in this one? Hopefully a draw. Hopefully both these teams drop points. That would be the ideal scenario. I guess the lesser of the evils would be Arsenal winning. So that's what we're hoping for, if not a draw. Get in there, my son. Welcome into everybody's in here. Nice one. Shout out to Kate Cadet, who's put 5 bingo cards on for this one. Good luck to you, mate. Have you won anything yet? I hope you smash it, lad. Get in there, lad. Yeah, shout out to the sponsor Match Bingo, link in the description there. UK only, 18 plus, gamble aware. You can play along and play bingo in a footballing sense. You know it. Anyway, and also okjersey.com as well. Big ups to OK Jersey. Links in the description there. 8% off with the code PIG for jerseys and retro shirts and all sorts. Get in there to the sponsors. And thank you everybody who's in here at the start of the stream. Do us a favour, smash that like button. Give us a massive like spike if you could. That would be amazing. Also, feel free to give us a repost. Link is in the description there. If you could share us around, that would be immense. Thank you so much to Aaron. Let me pin that to the top of the live chat there, actually, mate. Big ups to everybody who's got back in here as well. I'm feeling rough now. Mrs. P's lurgy's full on caught up with me, mate. I was feeling sort of all right at the start of the last game. Now I'm feeling rough, mate. It's gesh. But anyway, hopefully this game's going to perk us up a little bit. And hopefully we do see a destruction jobby of epic proportions here in some capacity of either the Scousers or either the Arsenal or both, ideally. Hopefully a 0-0 ball draw with about 16 injuries would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, that would be lovely. Let me pin that to the top. Big ups, Aaron, lad. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Okay, can't see it. Let me look for it again. Hang on. But we have got a link to the X there. Thank you so much to Aaron for putting it in there. I've lost it, mate. I've full on lost it. Can't see it, mate. Can't see it. Am I making this up? Did I imagine that? I don't know. But cheers very much indeed there for getting in there, everybody. Steady on, boss. Yeah, you know it. Aaron, where's your comment gone, man? Why can I not see this? It must have been too far up or something. I don't know. Nah, mate. Shit. Anyway, we're here for the Arsenal-Liverpool game. Come on the draw. Come on the tie. Or whatever you want to call it. You know, ball draw, hopefully. Yes, Chris Koo, catching up with the pig. I know it is, mate. Finally, the flu is coming. You're not won yet, but I had 3 quid left, so I topped up 5 quid. It's not a fortune, just for fun. Yeah, that's it, really, mate. Don't go mad, you know. Gambling should just be for fun. Gamble responsibly, gamble aware. End of the day, it's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be just a little flutter, isn't it? With a chance of winning. That's it. There you go, Aaron. Thank you so much. The game has kicked off, by the way. It's underway. Sync up with us if you can. Timer's up in the top right-hand corner. Sync up if you can, guys. Arsenal hoof it up the pitch into the corner there. Classic. And the game is underway. Get your score predictions in. I'm going 1-1. I think it's going to be a draw here. 1-1. Get your predictions in. Have your say. What you saying? I'm going 1-1. Nah, you're all right, Pete Chambers. I can handle it, lad. Yeah, I'm a bit rough, but I'll be all right. You know, probably just after this stream, I probably just won't stream later and make sure I'm all right for the transfer news deadline day tomorrow and everything. Just make sure that I'm all right for that. But yeah, good shout, mate. Good shout, lad. Hang on a sec. I've got to update this now. Wait a sec. Can't get these on screen. Studio mode. Okay, there we go. Nice one. Nice one. Shout out to everybody in the chat, by the way. Piotr, Sectional Scene, and Ezio, Gordon, Kwong. How you getting on, lad? Wobbly Banana, Pete Chambers, Theatre Scripts Pro, D-Tex, William, Abano Valdez. Time to put the Gooners in a spliff. Hoktur. D-Tex, Theatre, Daz Salford. Thank you very much there, Theatre Scripts, lad. Daz, DJ, Aaron, William, Afif, Chris Koo, the K Cadets, Stuart, James, Pete, Dapper Duck, Aaron Lad, Brandon, Pete, everybody who's in here, thank you so much for joining us. Yes, hit the likes at the start of the show and get your predictions in. You're going 4-1 to Arsenal. 4-1 to Arsenal. Wow. Bloody hell. 2-0 to Liverpool. Drink plenty of whiskey. 1-0 Van Dijk at own goal. 5-4. Michael Barber, up, you legend. I am a little bit, especially a point above City, mate. Very heady heights, lad. 3-1 to Liverpool. 3-2 Arsenal. Thank you, Tariq Blake, for subscribing, mate. Legend. Yeah, well, it's on Sky Sports main event here is what I'm watching on in the UK. One to watch is Calafiori's playing a position I've never seen before. Let's have a look at the lineups, actually. Sorry, I forgot to get that up on the screen. Here's the team lineups today. You can see in goal there for Arsenal Hollands, they've got David Raya, Calafiori, Gabriel, Saliba, Timber, Rice, Subamendi, Marino, Martinelli, Gyökeres, and Madueke. So there is no Saka, there is no Odegaard starting in their team today. And then also Alisson in goal for Liverpool, Szoboszlai, Konate, Van Dijk, Kerkez, Gravenberch, McAllister, Salah, Wirtz, Gakpo, and Hugo Ekitike up top. So, you know, should be a pretty close affair, this one, you would think. So those are the team lineups right there, my friends. Yeah, nice one. 2-1, 2-2, 2-2, 2-2. Yes, I mean, sponsorship helps, mate. You know, ultimately, I've always said that, you know, it has to be the right sort of sponsors. Obviously, not just anything, but ultimately, you know, everyone does have their price. And you know, now I'm trying to, like, pay for mortgages and shit like that. Like, it helps, mate. Every little helps, doesn't it? Every Patreon helps, every YouTube channel membership helps, and every sponsor of the channel helps, mate. So, yes, definitely. Support our sponsors, guys, you know. Show your love if you want to support the channel. That's another way of doing it. Maybe they'll take me on for another month. You thought Salah was injured? 7-0 to Liverpool? Mate, what are you doing, sectional ceiling? Don't talk about 7-0 to Liverpool's around here, lad. Van Dijk keeps it alive for Liverpool, then down the left they go. Gakpo loses out. Chance here for Timber with a drive and run forward, who had his eyes on goal last week, didn't he? Timber's through ball, though, is got too much on it, and it's loose, and that's no problem there at all for Alisson. Long ball up the pitch. It's gone all the way to David Raya. Pointless. Gangshi, you legend. Get in. He says Scousers 2, Arsenal Hollands 1. Yeah, I mean, you know, I could see that happening, to be fair. The Scousers should really be the favourites for this game at home, shouldn't they? Hopefully we see a draw, or hopefully both of them lose, you know? Hopefully both these teams lose. I don't know, maybe they get so many players red-carded or injured that the match has to be abandoned. You know, let's hope for that, shall we? Gungers, how you getting on, you Lejeune? I hope you're having a great Sunday, mate. 3-1 Liverpool. 111 likes, baby, we did it. Break out the red panties. We've got 100 likes already. Yes, the Don. What's occurring, Gungers? You could not get in now. Nice one, Susan. Welcome aboard. It's all right. You didn't miss much earlier, apart from Brighton sharting on Manchester City in the final minute of the game. Oh, how are the Seagulls, man? You know, buzzing about that one. Nice, you're on the train back home to lose. That was a good one to go to, you know, Lee Harris. Everyone on the train singing about beating Man City. Oh, I bet. That was a great game to go to, Lee, that one. Brighton taking a proverbial dump on City at the end. Yes. That's gash, isn't it, William? I had those issues last week. What are you watching it on? Sky or Virgin or what? Odds on Arsenal Hollands to score from a corner. Pretty good odds, I'd say. Oh, nice one, Pete Greenall, lad. No, I've not seen him for ages, Dan Salford. I have no idea. I hope he's all right. But yeah, no, haven't seen from or heard of the Don Berber for a long time. Not that long, couple of weeks, but, you know, maybe he's just, I don't know, maybe he's on holiday, maybe he's, I don't really know. But much love to Don Berber. Hope he's good where he's at. Saliba buggered already. Arsenal on his lineup's bullshit. Yeah, I know, missing a couple of their big dogs, aren't they? What's the deal with that? Why no Saka, why no Odegaard? Are those guys injured? Yeah. Yeah, Baleba played today. It's unlikely Baleba's going anywhere, is it, with just a day left of the transfer window. But what is the big news of the day is that United have agreed personal terms with Martinez. Get in there, my son. Emi Martinez, personal terms agreed to Manchester United. Doesn't necessarily mean we're going to actually complete on the deal, but right now it is, at the moment, looking like he is the target. I mean, he's apparently still interested in Lamans as well. But Martinez proving, I think, a better signing right now for us because he has that proven experience we need. So I think that's good. As long as we can get that done, it's an upgrade on what we've got right now. Yeah, same, William. Yeah, same. Best result here is a draw and several red cards. Hopefully they clatter each other to bits. Yeah, precisely. Oh, Saka and Odegaard went off injured against these. Oh, okay, right, they're both injured. And now Saliba as well. Yeah, there you go. You see what I was saying about hopefully these teams picking up a few knocks or red cards or something. Having loads of injuries on both sides and a Liverpool win. Yeah, that's right. Or a draw. Both teams dropping 2 points would be nice. Sancho, yes, I've heard this as well. That'd be 2 birds, 1 stone, wouldn't it? Imagine Sancho going in the opposite direction. That'd be amazing. Ah, no worries, Chris Koo, lad. Did United not agree terms with Baleba as well? We did, yeah. That's what I mean. And also, you have to remember that we're still in, apparently, for Senny Lamans at Antwerp. They're just asking for a bit much. Obviously, we've been in talks with them for weeks. So maybe it's just to put pressure on them and say, well, we're not going to go for him. But apparently then now Aston Villa are interested in Lamans because obviously Martinez is potentially leaving. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they'll end up getting Lamans and we'll end up getting Martinez. Or maybe they'll just keep Martinez and we'll end up getting Lamans. But Martinez apparently agreed personal terms with us anyway. Has the minerals to inspire the back three at least. Definitely command his pox, give verbals. Exactly. Onana and Bender, they're too nice. They don't have that sort of combative, streak in them, I would say. They're too nice. Odegaard on the bench. Oh, okay. Villa team sheet would tell a lot tonight. Yeah, true. That's so true. See who's going to be starting in goals for them, mate. Arteta already blamed the wind direction for today's game. Oh, don't you just love to see the City downfall? There's everyone saying if we don't get the result yesterday that Amorim should be sacked. Well, we've got more points than that Pep fraud going into the international break now. Like, have some of that, you City scummers. I love it. What do you think about the rumours of Emilio Martinez? Yeah, I saw Fab posted. Apparently, personal terms agreed. I'm all up for it, mate. He would be a great addition. I prefer him to Lamans because he's prem-proven. Yeah, he played pretty well, King Boomy. I mean, I would say nothing spectacular. The players that really stood out to me in that game would be that Gruden and obviously Matoma. But, certainly, and their keeper, I thought had a very good game. But, yeah, solid, mate. Why not buy Martinez and Lamans? Well said. Get rid of Onana, Heaton in a year, and then you've got Martinez and Lamans as a future goalie. You're absolutely right. People talking up Liverpool. Have you seen their bench? Couple of injuries for Paul and they're screwed. I mean, I haven't seen their bench now you mention it. Is it shite? Okay, this is a chance, though, for the Scousers on the break. 3 versus 3 here, and down the right side they go. Liverpool, shot blocked there by Calafiori, playing over on the left side today for the Arsenal Hollands. Quick charge up the pitch there for Arsenal on the counter as well. Could be a chance, Martinelli into their box. Martinelli into Liverpool's box. He can't get the cross across goal. Has it gone out? It has. It's going to be a goal kick. Nothing sweeter than a City defeat. Oh, big time. I know, Solitude Guard. It's just makes the whole day better, doesn't it? City out of the top 10. Those City pricks lost. Yeah, get in. By the way, if you're just joining the stream, keep hitting the thumbs ups. We're aiming for 200 by half time. Every little like helps the channel out. Give us a thumbs up if you could. Legends. And also hit the subscribe on our way to 94,000 subscribers next, which is nutty. I do as well, Cake. It's good, actually. I agree. That is good. Yeah. Yeah, Martinez, World Cup winner. So, he bringing that experience. Man United's a huge club. I'm sure he's relishing the opportunity of playing for a huge club like United, to be fair. City, Arsenal, Paul Leeds. Loving the cheating scummers. Flounder. I mean, it does show what a big club Man United are when a player like Martinez is leaving Aston Villa, who, let's face it, last 2 years they have been better than us in terms of a team and how they've been doing, and they've been in Europe and all sorts. They've been doing better than us, but he still would like to play for United because we're a huge club. I guess money has something to do with it. I'm sure we can pay him more, and we will pay him more. But still, Man United still is a huge destination for players. It looks like Onana does weights in the gym, but he does all the wrong muscle sets. Looks way too bulky in all the wrong areas, which for me is why he struggles. Yeah, maybe so, Chris Koo. You don't want to be too muscular, do you? In any position, but certainly a goalie, you need to be nimble, you need to be quick. Like a De Gea sort of svelte, sort of almost a little bit skinny, but lanky, gangly, almost as good, like a Courtois, Not too muscly, a bit gangly, that sort of vibe. You want them to be tall, but nippy, if that makes any sense. Are we in for midfielders? Oh, shit. Chance here for Liverpool. Ball over the top towards Salah, but it is dealt with at the back there by Gabriel. Now Calafiori up the pitch. And that's going to be fought for by Gyökeres, but it's ultimately Konate wins the ball there. Do you think Martinez has a lot of years on him left? Isn't he old now? He's 32. I honestly think goalies can still be class at 38, 39, 40 even. If you look at people like Edwin van der Sar, Gianluigi Buffon and these sorts of guys, goalies are different positions. Certainly 36, 37, you can still be absolutely top drawer. So we got years left in him. 32 is the ideal age for a goalkeeper. We're basically in his prime. From 32 to 36 is a goalie's prime, I'd say. Or at least 30 to 36. Because they've still got the physical abilities, the reflexes, but they've got the experience and match experience and everything that you need to be better at that age. So surely that's the prime age for a keeper, really. Rach, what's going on there? United win, City lose, like the good old days. I know, what a cracking weekend. We just need like a draw here or maybe a Liverpool loss and everything will be banging. Hello, Lincoln Harper. What's going on? Yeah, great win for your lads today. Absolutely. Money talks? Well, maybe. I guess we will be paying him more. 2 times Martinez in our club and both World Cup winners. Not too shabby. Yeah. Good point. Okay, so Gakpo cuts inside for Liverpool and he shoots and he can't work the keeper. He's missed at the near post. When the City cheats lose, that's a nice sweet odour in the air. Oh, yes. Gangly, Donnarumma, Gangly check. Yeah, precisely. That's it. That seems to be like the meta structure of a goalkeeper, doesn't it? Like you don't want them too big. Don't want them too big and you don't want them too weak. But you want, like you say, like a big, tall, lanky, gangly sort of Donnarumma check type. Martinez feels like when we signed Edwin, all the experience of the world in his prime years. Precisely, yeah, it does feel like that. Let's just hope he doesn't make too many errors for us, like early doors. He's going to make errors. He's a little bit eccentric, and plus all goalkeepers make errors. But let's hope he doesn't make any for a while, because we need the sense of someone to come in and fill us with confidence. And he will make some errors at some point, but it's about having limited amounts of errors and not costing us that many games. Oh, Alisson just mops that up and sweeps up at the back. Yeah, mate, looks like we're going to be going for Emi Martinez there, Alan Mawson. Pretty even game up to now. Yeah, not too much in terms of the action zones up the end of the pitch, but definitely possession being exchanged. Interesting start, tentative stuff, feeling each other out a little bit, but also there's been a few end-to-end moments there. Testing each other, early doors. Really, Dutch Van der Linde, that's awesome. Imagine if Ten Hag got sacked off already, mate. That's awesome. He'll be loving it, mate. Go and take another fat payday back to the Netherlands with him. Onana needs to do some serious wrist strengthening. Yeah, no, it has to happen. A City loss and a draw for this Liverpool game. True, Jonathan. I agree entirely. I'm still predicting a draw. I think 1-1. I think it's a good idea. Arsenal are quite difficult to play against. We found that ourselves out at Old Trafford in terms of they can defend. They can defend reasonably well. And obviously they'll be looking to counter more so you'd think. But Liverpool, obviously, it's on them to take the game to Arsenal. And so it plays into Arsenal's hands a little bit. I could see a draw. We should have Katie Price in goal. Just absorbs balls and shoots them out. Oh my God, Homer. I think Martinez could be entering his prime. Hopefully he can stop using trophies as faux cocks and pump in the air, though. Comes with that maturity. I don't know, I kind of like that. I like the fact that he was using trophy as a faux cock, as you put it, lad. As a makeshift phallus, I enjoyed that, the big beard, personally. Who humps the golden glove, mate? Martinez, that's who. And only Martinez. You know what I mean? You got to have some big minerals on you to be humping golden glove awards, mate, at the World Cup. PSR biting Villa's ass. They are getting pumped because of it. Well, there you go. That's what happens. Confidence the keeper gives defenders. Everyone's ended up sticking with our shit current keepers. Definitely, we need that confidence, mate. You're so right. Well, I know one for just increasing the strength in the right wrist there, Kate Cadet, but I'm not so sure on the left one. Nah, I think he's more solid. It depends, really. Barthez was very eccentric for us. I don't think he's a similar sort of keeper to Barthez. Barthez was very much like more so of a ball playing, I don't know, like a Onana sort of melter. Who you rooting for? Yeah, I'm rooting for a draw, lad. How you doing, Ian Navarro? Yes, mate, Ian Navarro getting in here. Raw, lad. How you doing, Ian? Can we swap Onana for Martinez? In an ideal world, yeah. Well, apparently they're interested in Lamans now if we go for Martinez. Yeah, that was good, Daz. I agree. That's funny as well. Pretending a chances to practice not playing with trophies under Amorim. Oh, steady on there, Pete. Even in United shite years, we still pick up trophies, my son. 2 in the last 3, remember? And we lost the final. Salah then on the right. He puts a dangerous-looking ball in, but it's too close towards Raya. And now he's just plastered out from the back. Arsenal looking to work their way up the pitch. And, yeah, I mean, they are quite good in the transition, Arsenal, you have to say. Now they're already in their box. Madueke gets across in, but it's blocked. It's out for a corner. Kirkez sees it out, but it's a corner now for Arsenal. I'm just going to say, props to Arsenal's away kit this year, actually. It is quite nice. I don't really... Obviously, it's got the Arsenal badge on it, so it's shite. But if that was a United kit, you know, that sort of colour in it, it's quite nice. With the burgundy shorts there and the sort of cream off-white sort of... It's decent, mate. It's not bad, is it? Having 2 Martinez, it reminds me a little bit of the one last year. Was it the one last year or the year before? You know, the Man United away one, or the third one that looked like a Liverpool shirt. Sort of a bit like that one. Yeah, Martinez looks like one of the Simpsons characters. So true, Ian, mate. So true. I can't believe it's taken till this stage of the window for us to even try and get goalie as well. Like, we should have had the CM and goalie positions filled right near the start of the window. City's gets the best of black one. Oh, yeah, that's pretty decent. Talk about shithouse keepers. You remember Jens Lehmann? Yeah, he was a shithouse. He was a lunatic. Just remember him, like, getting sent off for Arsenal a couple of times, and he was just a lunatic, weren't he? Yeah, he was off his head. Signing Martinez outright, or loaning in, and almost rather loan, to be fair. I think what's happening is it might be a swap, and some people were saying maybe Sancho could be included, so I don't know. I mean, it depends on the price. If he's only 30 million, it's probably a good pickup, isn't it? True enough, maybe using the trophy as a cock's better than having no trophy to use as a cock. Definitely. Nah, this is a bit shit so far, Fall Guy. We're looking for some sort of action. Of course, I remember Anders Lindegaard, yeah. Yeah, mate, 100%. Also, do you remember Raymond van der Gaal? Right, let's just play a game. Let's try and name as many Manchester United goalkeepers as we possibly can that played from 92 on. So, Premier League era on. So I'll start, and then you guys come in there with others. So we're going to say Schmeichel, Edwin van der Sar, De Gea, Bosnich, Tim Howard, Roy Carroll, Onana, Baynder, Heaton. Yes, Barthez, Taibbi, Butland. Thomas Kuszak. Nobody said Thomas Kuszak. Thomas Kuszak's another one. Victor Valdez, that's a good one. De Gea. I haven't heard the update on his injury. Lee Grant. Yeah, Romero was the best one, wasn't he? He was the best, mate, in terms of a backup keeper. What a number 2 he was. Oh, my God. He was brilliant. De Gea still better than anyone you've got? Yeah, definitely. Sam Johnson, Donald Pleasance. Henderson, shit, yeah, the Henderson. The American dude. Tim Howard, yeah. Gorman, Andy Gorman. Is that who you're talking about? Victor Valdez, Rio Ferdinand, Foster, Lingard. Yeah, Lindegaard, yeah. Heaton, João Pereira, Hendo. Jim Leighton, Foster. Foster, of course, Foster. Rio played in goal. We've had some shitters, Fall Guy, but we've also had a few greats. But I think the lesson here is that we've had a lot more shit goalkeepers than we have greats. And so it's very hard to come across and get a great goalkeeper. And when you do get one, you need to keep them, don't you? Hence what we should have done with De Gea, really. Nice one, Sanjay Ramatar. Let's go. €100 is banging. You'll pay me to do the Southampton versus Portsmouth. How much, Frankie? Yeah, Barthez was eccentric. I always remember him making a couple of howlers against Deportivo in the Champions League, and I just never forgave him after that. Yeah, you're right, Jeff. He is a bit like the wacky inflatable tube man. Oh, big chance for Madueke, but Kirkes makes the challenge at the near post. It's out for an Arsenal corner again. O'Shea, Dubravka. Dubravka, he weren't at United, was he? Foster. Howard was there for a good few years before he went to Everton, yeah. Andy Gorham, Bark Bosnich, John O'Shea, Massimo Taibbi, Alex Stepney. That's going back a bit. We said 92 on there, lad, but yeah, fair play. Yeah, I remember Kevin Pilkington. Yeah, I think he played for Oxford United as well, didn't he? I remember Kevin Pilkington. Maybe we sold him to Oxford or we bought him from Oxford. But yeah, I remember Kevin Pilkington, mate. Old school. Good shout. That's great knowledge from you there, Solitude Guard lad. I remember him. Talking 90s, mate. Citizen still crying on train back from Brighton. Schmeichel, I seem to remember, did he wear... Did he not wear the Royce, no? Just trying to remember. I don't know. Roy Carroll, he was gash. Yeah, Roy Carroll, I remember that one. Wasn't given, yeah, went over the line. He proper shat it, got away with it. Oh, we had him on loan. Wow, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, of course we did. Just a couple of years ago. Yeah. Dude, I totally forgot about that. Yeah. Oh, my God. So true. It's easy to forget, like, some of those, some of these teams that players have been at. Martinez could make a big difference. Any offers to drive an hour to the airport? I'll walk him there, lad. I'll wear him as a backpack and walk him there. Nah, you're all right, Kim. What are you up to anyway? Dubravka was at Chelsea, wasn't he? Oh. I did not see that, mate, no. I really do like him, though. I am a fan from what I've seen. David Seaman was top drawer, mate. Yeah, he was top drawer. He was one of the best in the league when I was growing up. In the 90s, he was England's best goalkeeper by a long way in the 90s. We had some other good ones like Tim Flowers and stuff, but Seaman was the best English goalkeeper of his generation. And then I always considered him the second best goalkeeper in the league behind Peter Schmeichel in the 90s. I always considered him the second best. So he was a top drawer keeper, mate. Seaman was quality. No worries, Solitude. Les Seeley. Yeah, Les Seeley. Sondico. The old Sondico. Classic. Gary Bailey. Yeah. And out of all of them goalkeepers, who rates the highest in your opinion? It has to be Big Peter. Peter, Edwin, De Gea. It's that simple, really. And then beyond that, I'd probably say, for us, for Man United, I feel like Tim Howard was better than the likes of Roy Carroll and Bosnich and those guys for us. So I'd probably put him a bit higher than average. But, yeah, most of them are shite. Shilton was class, yeah. Shilton was absolutely brilliant. But he was like 80s mainly, wasn't he, Shilton? Mainly 80s. He played the most, I think has he still got the record for the most appearances for England in any position? I think he might. I think he actually played for like nearly 20 years, that guy, didn't he? Shilton, Peter Shilton. Yeah, that's true. That was Gash from Old Ponytail there. He shat it. Oh, mate, it's all kicking off there. Timber and Gakpo. A little bit of a collision. Neville Southall was brilliant. He was actually a great keeper, though. I liked him, too. He was a great shot stopper. He was a great keeper. Reflexes of a cat. A chubby cat, but a cat nonetheless. Kushak, who's bottom of the list? Yeah, it has to be Onana and Taibbi for joint last place for me. Yeah, Foster's all right. You like David Seaman did wonder if his line occasionally. Yeah, but he was a good keeper, wasn't he? Very good. Sergio Romero is the best number 2 we ever had, mate. I forgot about him. He'll be above Tim Howard for me. Even though he was just a backup, he played a lot of games. He was like almost a cup keeper a lot of the time. He played a lot of games and he was very good. I'd put him above the likes of Howard, actually. He was good for us, man. And obviously Victor Valdez was a good goalkeeper when he was at Barcelona, but did he even ever play a first team game for Man United? He just signed for us as a backup player and just never really played, I don't think. De Gea. Only a handful fire up, only a few. Shilton played the most England games, but also has the record for the most professional games any footballer has ever played. Played 1,387 games. That's incredible, isn't it? That is pretty mad. We were talking about James Milner earlier with his record of 830 or whatever it was in all comps and everything. But wow, just goes to show you that's crazy. 20 years of just playing at the top level, pretty much. Yeah, I think we just needed better, really. He was good, but we needed better. He wasn't good enough. He was a good fit for Everton, really. Valdez fell off wildly. LVG exiled Valdez for some reason. Probably had a gash attitude, didn't he? Barthez. Barthez was a good keeper, but not really at United. But he won the lot, didn't he? He did well with like France and in Italy and shit like that. Bruce Grobbelaar, old twisty legs. Yeah, Bruce Grobbelaar. Cheating bastard. Tells you how bad that business was for Onana. He's bottom of that list. We've had some bad keepers. Well, I mean, he's right down there. I wouldn't say necessarily he's Taibbi bad, because Taibbi only played a few times, but he is known for that howler and everything. But Onana's got to be right down there. He's way worse than Tim Howard. The king shitter is probably Massimo Taibbi, mate. Gordon Banks was the Don, weren't he? What a goalie. Yeah. Obviously, old school, but what a keeper. Legendary. That's what my dad always used to say. He always used to say Gordon Banks is the best goalkeeper ever. Gordon Banks is the one. Never mind Shilton, never mind Schmeichel, never mind Seaman, never mind fucking whoever. He always used to say that he was the one. Gordon Banks. Oh, Lee Grant, a.k.a. glorified substitute board holder. You know what I mean? The goalkeeper for Norwich in the 90s with the blonde hair and curtains. Oh, yeah, shit. Not Ian Walker, no. I think that was that Leicester or Leeds? Or no, not Ian. It wasn't Ian Walker, was it? Damn it, mate. No, I'm just having a cheeky little Pepsi strawberries and cream, lad. Czech was a top draw keeper, no doubt. Peter the Cat Bonetti, yeah. Steve Grizovic, that was Coventry City, yeah. He was a classic back in the day, old Steve Grizovic. Coventry. Hanninger? I don't know, you know. Are you not thinking of Manninger? Maybe not. Maybe it was. No, that is crazy. Mark Bosnich, yeah, he's been mentioned. Rio, great keeper against Pompey in 2008 FA Cup quarter final. Walker was at Spurs. That's it, sorry, my bad. My bad. Chris Woods, Pepsi strawberries and cream. Yeah, mate, it's actually quite nice. Pepsi strawberries and cream, I quite like it. I don't really like the Pepsi cream soda version. Mrs. P's bang on that one. But I like the one with the strawberries in. Oh, yeah, nice free kick there. Whee! Shit game so far, this, by the way. Declan Rice, we know what a free kick merchant he was for them last season, scored some worldies, but that was a shitter from distance. Gary Walsh, very reliable. Oh, you think it was Ian Walker, maybe? Don't know. Old Bosnich with the curtains. Really, you remember doing a £2 bet on Ian Culverhouse first goal? 101. He got a tap in. Nice, mate. Banging. Legend. That is banging. Buffon was immense. Dida for Milan. O'Shea. It's all right, you know. It's very cream soda-y. If you like cream soda, you like it. Yeah, I mean, Heredio Gomez, he was a little bit error-prone himself, though. But, yeah, he was good. There's been some... I would always say about the Brazilian keepers, I feel like the Brazilian goalkeepers, Dida included, I feel like they're very good keepers, but obviously Brazil is one of the best footballing nations, but I don't think they produce great keepers. Now, you're going to chuck Dida at me. You're going to chuck Julio Cesar. You're going to chuck Taffarel. You're going to chuck maybe Heredio Gomez and some others. But, you know, I don't think any of them, and Alisson and Edison, to be fair. I mean, maybe Alisson is the best of the bunch, actually. To be fair, I've just realised that in this modern era, they do have a top world-class... Well, you keep... Obviously, Dida was very good as well. But I feel like that is the one part of Brazilian football where, you know, we've got them full-on beaten. You know, in terms of goalies. We've had some banging goalies over the years. England produces sick goalkeepers. But for some reason, I don't know, maybe it's down to the fact that all Brazilians grow up and just, like, want to play, like, Ronaldinho. That's probably got a lot to do with it. Professor Pepe, no idea, Cake. Professor Pepe. Oh, Carlo Cudicini, yeah. Tony Cotton. Nice. Remember Richard Wright? Tip switch. I don't know why I remember that. Richard Wright. Remember, I think I saw Richard Wright play actually for England under 21s once back in the day at Wembley Stadium. The old Wembley. Who else got some absolute classics? Taffarel. Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. They won a lot, didn't they? Taffarel won. And Dida won stuff. So they obviously were very good keepers. But I just feel like, were they Seaman, Shilton levels? Were they? I don't think they were, personally. Better with their feet. I guess so, yeah. Definitely Check is up there, yeah. That's right, googly eyes, yeah, definitely. Mark Crossley, good solid keeper, definitely. Rene Agita, legendary, scorpion kick legend. David James, in terms of England level, probably somewhere in the middle. He was a good keeper. He got better with time, I think, and experience. But early on, he was a calamity. Calamity James is for a reason. He used to make howlers for Liverpool. I remember when he was at Liverpool, regular howlers happening. I put him somewhere in the middle, He's nowhere near as good as the likes of Seaman or Joe Hart for England or Pickford for England. Nowhere near. But he's in the middle somewhere there. Better than Rob Green, put it that way. Rob Green, what a fucking charter. You dickhead, Rob Green. Still pissed me off, Rob Green. Jersey Dudek. I like Martinez. I'll ask the live chat, guys. Who would you rather see Man United sign, Martinez or Lamans? Both are on the table at the minute, it seems. I fancy Martinez because of his experience in the Prem. Friedel was very good, yeah. He did. He was fantastic. Brazil defending was immense, plus they scored 3-4. Brazil, unbelievable. You can't really... They've always produced world-class wing-backs, world-class, centre-backs, world-class midfielders, world-class forwards. Probably the best forwards ever with people like Ronaldo and Romario and Adriano and Ronaldinho and Rivaldo and all these sorts of people. Oh, big mistake. Oh, Van Dijk had shat it. McAllister. And his shot's blocked. Nice. Arsenal made a mistake there. It was not punished, but it could have been. Oh, yeah, the free kick taking goal. He was a lunatic there, Brandon, yeah. Roy Carroll was shit, mate, wasn't he? No, true. Henderson, very good keeper. He's proven it over the last year. Tim Flowers was a good keeper, yeah. Blackburn Rovers, classic back in the day, weren't he? You couldn't tell. You haven't really seen anything of Lamans. I've only seen clips. I don't watch Belgian Pro League guff, but he looked good. But again, it's not the Prem. Martinez, Lamans, panics on crosses. Yeah, Jose Chilavert, mate. He was one of my favourite goalkeepers growing up. I don't know why. Just loved Jose Chilavert. He used to take free kicks as well, didn't he? That's probably why. He was some Paraguayan lunatic in goal. Jose Chilavert, mate. Come on. I think his name was Jose Luis Chilavert, wasn't it, as well? Even remember his full name, mate. Jose Luis Chilavert, mate, I think. Guy was a beast. Martinez. The best keepers, honestly, I personally think the best keepers that have ever been produced, you probably have to say Germany, England, and Italy. I'll go with that. I'll go with those three. Probably not Spain. I know Spain have had like Casillas and De Gea and Unai Simon and lots of other good keepers. But I just feel like Germany have produced some bangers, haven't they, over the years? Manuel Neuer, Oliver Kahn, and also others. Lots of some others as well that I'm struggling to think of right now. But definitely they've had some bangers. Italy with, Buffon. Casey Keller. To be fair to the USA produce good keepers. That's probably the best thing. That's their best export, is goalies. They can definitely be goalkeepers. Americans make good goalies, don't they? Casey Keller, Brad Friedel, Tim Howard. Yeah, there's been some good ones. Brad Guzan, Yeah, Casey Keller was American, yeah. Yashin, well, fair enough then. Schmeichs. Yeah, fair enough then. But, obviously, I'm talking about who produces the most good keepers. Shea Given was a very good keeper, but a bit undersized, weren't he? But he was a very good keeper. Angelo Peruzzi, oh, mate, yes. Schumacher. Dino Zoff. Arsenal, corner in. It's gone over everybody. It's out the other side for a goal kick. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, yeah. Julio Cesar, Brazilian. Yeah, he was good, to be fair. Yeah, he was pretty good. Did he play for QPR at one point, Piotr? I seem to remember he had a season. I think it was. I think he was playing for QPR, mate. Was it when Rio was playing for them as well, maybe? Round about then. Yeah, all right then, Adam Salah, calm down. A draw today would be the best outcome, given it was a brilliant shot stopper. Yeah, definitely. Definitely was. Fantastic. But a little bit undersized, you know. He was a little bit small, wasn't he? Paul Robinson and Shea Given I thought were pretty good. Yeah, Robinson was good. Remember UC Escalainen as well? He was good. You know the game's shit when we're reminiscing about old school goalies and stuff for as long as we have been, guys. This game is wank. It needs a goal, doesn't it? Calafiori drives it forward then for Arsenal. Portugal's best ever keeper. Portugal's best ever keeper. Let's think about this. Portugal's best ever keeper. I don't know why, but I'm struggling to think of our Portuguese keeper, mate. Other than Diogo Costa, I'm struggling to think of our Portuguese keeper. Oh, shit, yeah, Rui Patricio. Yeah, Rui Patricio. George Campos, I think he was Mexican. Oh, yeah, Vita Bayer as well. Yeah. I mean, that's another one. Portugal, I don't really think have the best of goalies either. You know what I mean? They produce great players, but goalkeeper-wise, I'm struggling, you know. They had some good ones. These guys are all good. But, you know, it's like Brazil. There's just not really... Yeah, 90s had better keepers and better strikers. 90s had better everything, didn't it? Literally the 90s was the last bastion of proper old school living before the internet took over and mobile phones and everything. It was banging. Portugal club best ever keeper Victor Bayer, but national Rui Patricio. Yeah, fair play. Jose was a keeper. Yeah, but who for? Fucking Portuguese version of Scunthorpe United C team. You know what I mean? Oh, chance for Timber. He shoots his ball. Calafiori, edge of the box, shoots. Good effort. Just wide. Just wide. He's volleyed it, and he feels like there's a corner here. What's that? Goal kick has been given, I think. Mid-2000s, pretty good. Yeah, mid-2000 football was great as well. Started to get shit from about, 2010 on. You know what I mean? That's what I find. 2012 on. Oh, there you go, Kerry. Your ex was Portuguese, but she wasn't a keeper. What was she, a centre-back? Belgian keepers, Faf Prudhomme, Courtois. Ah, yeah. Who else? There's a couple others. Mignolet. He's Belgian, isn't he? All Belgian friend. There's a few others as well. They produce not bad keepers, I guess. Hilario. Oh, yeah, shit. Hilario. Arsenal corner. Calafiori header. Wide. And it's a goal kick. I liked playing out on pitch. I never really liked playing in goal, but I was just way better in goal than anywhere else, to be honest. So I ended up playing goal a lot. But... yeah, I like playing striker. I was not bad at striker, actually. Good in the air and could smash a shot in, you know what I mean? But much better at goalkeeper, to be fair. Samir Handanovic. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Quim, that's right. I remember him. Quim. Ricardo. Yeah, he was all right. Don't be dissing the old Scunny. We smashed Newcastle in champ first game. They got relegated. Go on, Monks. No, I'm not slagging off Scunny, mate. Big up Sonny Scunny. Victor Valdez. They are, aren't they, Jonathan? They play American football, mate. It's garbage. Oh, no, stinky. Liverpool lack real scumbag players, don't they? Back in the day, they had some right cunts play for them, but now not so much. I know, they got too many nice guys. They still got a few wrong uns. Let's be honest, Van Dickhead pisses me off. Obviously, they don't have... where did Sharpwin Punes go again? What happened with Sharpwin Punes? He was a complete... he seemed like a dickhead, didn't he? But you're right, they used to have some right wrong-uns, mate. Proper scousers. Jamie Carragher and Stevie Gerrard, they're people you just fucking love to hate, mate. You know what I mean? Proper dicks. You know what I mean? You're so right. Now you just got to make do with hating on Gakpo. You know what I mean? Like, Salah's too much of a nice guy. Suarez, exactly. He was the ultimate shitter. The ultimate shithouse, wasn't he? Suarez. Oh, those are the days, Big Will. Golazzo! Those are the days. Well, in 5-a-side, you're not wrong. All the money spent on these two teams and we get this shit. You was a classic BTBCM. Nice, box to box, nice. Robbie Fowler, he was a great player, mate. I do remember. Actually, sorry, I thought you were talking about somebody else. Maybe. Who are you backing in this game? I'm going for the draw. Don't know if it'll be 0-0, 1-1, but I've gone with 1-1 at the start. But yeah, that's what I'm going for. It's easy to hate Van Dickhead. Yeah, you're right. Milner, Andy Robertson. Nunes went to Saudi. That's it, Pete. Yeah, he went this summer, but he was a dick, wasn't he? McManaman used to piss me off as well. Basically, any of the actual Scousers. Yeah, Mustard. Great shout. Dutch keepers. Stecklenburg. Tim Krul. Yeah, some good ones. I do remember Neil Ruddock, Neil Razor Ruddock, yeah. Remember when Suarez did that sarcastic dive in front of Moyes at Everton after scoring a goal? I don't know, you know. that one, probably if I saw it, it'd remind me, but it's gone from my mind. Let me send it down the old memory bank and see what comes back. I know, mate. What's that all about? Victor Dwindloff in the Prem. It's on replaying for Arsenal. I remember when he bit Chiellini. Yeah, brilliant. Neil Ruddock hacked down Cantona. Cantona walked off and didn't bite. I mean, Neil Ruddock was always one of those fake hard men, if you ask me. Like, he was supposed to be some hard man, but he wasn't really, was he? He'd have got absolutely squashed by someone like Vinnie Jones, or even Big Eric would have fucking done Ruddock in big time. Ruddock's one of those. I mean, he seems like a funny guy and everything, don't get me wrong, but he, back in the day as a player, always had that hard man image, but I always used to think, you get ironed out, lad. You would get ironed out by half of these people, mate. You know what I mean? Gerrard was world class, especially for England. Yeah, true. He was a shithouse. Let's go, Matty Smith. Yes, I did forget Edwin. Yes, I did just talk about. Obviously, he's expecting. You know, obviously Edwin. Yeah, good shout, Cake. Can't pay, won't pay. Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that where the bailiffs after him. I saw that, mate. Oh shit. He's looking decent these days, though. Really, I think he's been on like a crash diet or something. I think I saw a picture of him looking much healthier. Fair play to the lad. What player's name is the most fun to say? For me, all time, it's probably got to be Papa Bouba Diop. How are you going to beat that, mate? Papa Bouba Diop. It's one of the best names ever, mate. Come on, mate. You know it is. JJ Okocha was a good one. Paul S. in Texas, thank you so much for the 1999 super chat there, you legend. He says, this is the kind of match where you want both teams to be abducted by aliens. True. Yes, they come back down afterwards with an anal probe, mate. You know. What? But yeah, that would be turn up. This is so boring, mate. That would be great if something like that happened right now. Snooze fest gash. Yeah, how's the bingo going for you, Cake? Any luck, mate? Thank you so much to Paul. Can we get some big love in there? He's just sent $20. Make you holler. Cheers for that, Paul S. in Texas, you beast. How's the Alamo today, mate? Nah, it's shite, isn't it, Tony? Well, maybe they're just cancelling each other out. Don't really either of them have the bottle to properly commit, potentially, here. Yeah, that's it. Ruddock can't be taken away. Oh. Sound like the Rangers versus Septic game at lunchtime. Trash. El Hadj Diouf. Dean Windass. Stefan Kuntz. Yeah, that's a good one. Jemba. I in a match where I wanted to be abducted by aliens. This is crap, isn't it, William? Second half's going to be better, surely. Danny Shitu. That's a good one, yeah. Name a player that has followed one manager everywhere. I'll start. Nico Crankier followed Redknapp everywhere. Paul Scholes and Sir Alex. Technically, it's true. You know what I mean? Oh, no. Let me have a think about this. So, players that manager signed multiple times. Jose had a couple, didn't he? Didn't he? Didn't Jose have a couple? Hang on. Hey there, Paul Cube. How you doing, you legend? Welcome aboard. Nah, that would be... What? Cammy. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I did know that, Chris Koo. Yeah, I did. It's outrageous. Both teams are afraid to lose this one. The Taxman. Yeah, smash a 1 in the chat if you're playing Match Bingo. Shout out to the sponsors at halftime here. Match Bingo supporting the channel. UK only, 18 plus, gamble aware. Bingo's a game of chance. And big ups to OK Jersey. Links in the description there for retro shirts, fan shirts, and all sorts of stuff worldwide. Get in there, my son. Check out the links in the description, you legends. Matic, Herman Hariderson, Icelandic friend. Brian McClare, great player. Klaas-Jan Huntelaar. Yeah, that's a good one. Thank you, Pete Chambers. How can you talk shit about Goldies and not mention Peter Shilton or Ray Clements? We literally have mentioned Peter Shilton. We've literally mentioned Peter Shilton and said that he was got the most appearances of all time and was like the biggest legend for like 20 years. We didn't mention Ray Clements though, so that's a fair point. Paul S in Texas, thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah, Ibra. Paul S. as Phil Collins donated his collection of Alamo artifacts to the Alamo Museums. Didn't see that coming. In the air tonight. I actually thought that was a legit thing for a second there, until I got to the end of it. You're a legend, Paul S. in Texas. Thank you so much for your super chat. And that was a good one. It was better than anything Cake Cadet's ever come out with. Legend, Paul. Nah, it's gone quiet, that one, Tony. Rightfully so. You love Minge, always chuckle when her card pops out. All right, steady on there, the Cake Cadet. A wooga! Nah, come on, Pete Chambers. Don't be silly. Shilton was a beast. Simon A. This game has a draw ball feel about it. Filth. Right, I need to go for a slash and grab another can, my friends. I'm feeling a bit under the weather now, folks. Mrs. P's flu lurgy has definitely grabbed a hold of me now. I actually feel genuinely shit now. Gosh, isn't it? This flu just... It's always coming into my home. This flu from either a nursing home or a school. It's gash. This lurgy, man. I'm always just constantly lurgied up. From other people's lurgy, guys. It's gash, mate. Anyway, I'll stop moaning now. Thanks for being here, everyone. It's halftime. Smash that like button, by the way. Hit the thumbs up. Give us a massive like if you could. Help us get to 300 likes by the end of this one. That would be amazing. Oh, right. Sorry. Oh, it was real. Nice one, Paul. He says he actually did donate it. He's an Alamo scholar for real. Oh, okay, then. It was just a good joke by you at the end there, then. The volume shouldn't be too low, Adrian. I don't know. Big ups, Paul S. Thank you for another super chat. This guy's going ham today. The super chat king, Paul S. in Texas, I should say. Yeah, man. All my exes are in Texas. You know what I mean? Get a hot toddy. Good shout. Paul S. Big ups yourself. Thank you so much. Stephen Shipman. Thank you so much, Stephen, lad. 5 cards, 2 active. I'm 2 away on them for all for a line. Go on, Cake. Wouldn't it be so good if you actually won like a good bit of something because of something that I encourage you to do. Also equally bad if you don't win. You know what I mean? Viva General Santa Ana, Ishmael, get in there from Mexico. Peter Bonetti, the cat. Right, I'll be back in a minute, folks. Don't go anywhere. Smash that like, hit the subscribe, talk amongst yourselves, and I'll just be 1 minute going for a slash, and also to grab a can, and I'll be right back, my friends. Thank you, Adrian Morris. You're right there, Shane Oz, mate. How you doing, boss? Yes, mate. Welcome aboard. Don't you worry. I'm here, lad. Oh, yes, I'm here. I was just thinking of which footballer had the best nickname ever. Like their nickname. Not their actual name, but like their nickname. And I reckon it's... El Matador. I reckon it's the Matador, mate, which is Edison Cavani. That's a banger. Do you know what I mean? Roadblock, thank you so much for getting in with a £5 super chat. He says, you must never stop moaning. It's what you do. And you're so good at it. Thank you, Roadblock. I'll take that on board. I'll continue my bitching for the time being. Don't you worry, lad. Let's go, Roadblock. Thank you so much, mate. It was all good to go. Looks like it could be happening, Nas. I mean, obviously, we've agreed personal terms. It's on the clubs to reach the agreement. It's supposedly still in for Lavins as well, so we'll see. Barbary Corsair, get the fuck in there, my son. Barbary's become a member of the channel. Let's go. Welcome in, lad. Welcome in. Come on. Thank you, Barbary. Let's go, you legend. Hulk. I mean, Hulk is a good one, yeah. Hulk's definitely a good one. Shrek. Yeah, fair enough. Lev Yashin, the Black Widow. That's a good one. Caesar Aspilicueta. Dave. Chopper Harris. That's a banger. What about wasn't Carlos Puyol known as the Musketeer? Or no, sorry, he was called Tarzan, wasn't he? Tarzan. Called him fucking Tarzan, I think. Didn't they? I don't know. He looked like a Free Musketeer, though. The Ginger Ninja, yeah. Hulk wasn't his actual name, though, was it? His name was something Brazilian. You know what I mean? How they do that, they shorten it. You know, I don't think it was actually Hulk, was it? Maybe he changed his name legally to Hulk. I don't know. The baby-faced assassin. Mate, that's the best one, Dave. Why didn't I think of that? The baby-faced assassin, or simply the king for Eric Cantona, mate. Not Kenny Dalglish. No, but for Cantona. That's a good one, mate. The baby-faced assassin. Oh, Golden Balls. Yeah. That's a good one. Slabhead. Oh, shit. How could I... Dude, that's a classic, isn't it? The Slabby. That's the best nickname ever, mate. No, I was actually thinking like the coolest, not the most insulting. De Kaiser. Beckenbauer. De Kaiser. That's a banging one, isn't it? De Kaiser. Father was God. Dennis Law, the King. Now, Fergie was... What was Fergie known as? Fergie was just simply known as, like... he was just known as... Red Fergie, wasn't he? Red Fergie? I don't know. Was he known as Red Fergie or Fergie Time? I don't know, mate. Just Fergie. He was just Fergie, wasn't he? Sir Alex. Boss, yeah. De Kaiser. That's a good one. Greetings from South Africa, Jacques. Yes, mate. Welcome aboard from South Africa, mate. Thank you so much for tuning in there from South Africa, you legend. Yes. Iceman, Burkamp, Cashley Cole, Wanfield. Yeah, Wanfield. Anfield Iron, Tommy Smith. Mate, fair play to TSC, lad. You must be buzzing your tits off. What a win. What an unexpected win there for West Ham with style. Banging Dave Lister, lad. That's a great midfield option. Yeah, Stiller, man. Ben Stiller. Fritz Hall having the nickname One Size, because one size Fritz Hall. That's a good one, mate. The Bomber, yeah, Gerd Muller, the Bomber, that's a sick one as well. See, German's got some good nicknames. Razor Ruddock, that is a good one. Le Sulk, Nicholas Anelka, yeah, Zizou. What was Fat Ronaldo called? He wasn't called Fat Ronaldo. What was he called in Spain? It's like it was like El Phenomenon or something. The Phenomenon, or was that Ronaldinho? It was no. Ronaldinho was just Dino, I think. I think Fat Ronaldo was called the Phenomenon, wasn't he? Prediction for this one, Piggy. I'm going for a 1-1 draw. At the moment, it's 0-0. It could be a 1-1 draw. It could be a 0-0 this one, but I'm going for 1-1. Whiskey, no, yeah, I mean, it was known as that. Yeah, fair enough. L.O. Phenomenon. Yeah, that's it. R9. R9 was the Phenomenon. That's a pretty sick nickname, isn't it? The Phenomenon. Oh, okay. It was O Fenomeno, or in Portuguese. Okay, right, yeah. El Fenomeno, yeah. Sick, mate. Sick Note's a classic. Sick Note. From El Fenomeno to Sick Note. Penaldo. Thing is, I guess his actual nickname, you would just say CR7, wouldn't you? CR7 is his nickname. CR7. That's pretty cool. You watched Gladiator 2, didn't have the intensity of the first film, but liked it when they flooded the Colosseum and the killer shark was swimming around. What? Is that actually what happens? I haven't seen that. That's crazy. Sharks. I guess you're taking the piss, are you? Thierry Henry was still better than R9. Said no one ever apart from you. You know, nobody agrees with you. Thierry Henry was absolutely top tier, but, you know, R9's almost in a league of his own. A fit R9, pretty much the best number 9 you're going to see, mate. What do we know? And was known as Le Magicien. That's good. That's real good. Henry better than R9. Not exactly sure where that comes from. No, I don't know. I'm from Pretoria, mate. Pretoria is the region that my accent comes from. If you don't know that, then you're not a diamond. You're not a diamond geezer. I don't know. I can't do it, mate. Do you watch 442s, Biggie? I mean, I have done before, definitely in the past. I mean, I haven't for a while, but I've seen a bunch of them pop up, yeah. Classic, the special one. In fact, 442s, I seem to remember there was the special one cartoon of him singing. What was it? Should I stay or should I go? Remember that? I don't know. If I stay, there will be trouble. Even Henry wouldn't put Henry over R9. Nah, come on. You're right. The Little P. Yeah, Chicharito. That's a pretty cool nickname, isn't it? I guess. It kind of shows shit it's good. Oh, okay, there was no sharks. Right, okay. Romario was epic. What a player. Yeah. You have to say the best team, Pig, and chat guys I've seen so far this season must be Bournemouth. Fantastic style of play. Certainly looking really good. Iriola deserves a lot of credit for the work he's doing there, yeah. I mean, for them to be, what are they, like 6th for 7th place, 6 points after 9, starting another season well, they're in a good position, aren't they, Bournemouth? They're very much in a good place. He's going to have them playing good stuff. Very least, very worst for them is probably mid-table, but, you know, for a club like Bournemouth, that's like winning the league. Batty Goal, that's a good nickname. Oh, what about the Rat? No, sorry, not the Rat. The Ponytail. Why did I say the Rat? The Ponytail. El Ponytail, mate. Baggio, you know, the Ponytail. Was he called the Ponytail? Was it like something Ponytail? No, it's the Ponytail, yeah. Used to flood Colosseum and have mock sea battles. That's true. Are you shitting me, Sonia? That's insane. They used to flood the Colosseum and have sea battles. That sounds almost too insane to be true, but maybe it is. Hang on a second, guys. Sorry. Second half's going to kick off now. Wait a second. Second half's about to get underway, folks. Is that me or is that the longest half time ever? That seemed to go on for like half an hour. The Rats, Bruno Fernandes. Oh, right. Let's hope for a second half here because first half was proper mind-numbing. Oh, shit. Drop my phone. Second half. It's got to be better than that shit. Come on then. Although I would take a board draw here, definitely, for everyone involved. Dave for Cesar has got me. Oh. No way. The Witch. The shower clearer. Are you serious? DN Dublin had a complete long schlong on him. Never know that. I never knew that fire up. That brings a whole new meaning to Holmes Under the Hammer. You know what I'm saying? Is it Holmes Under the Hammer? He does something like that. Maybe it's not called that. Sorry. Paul says true. Stop the clock. Thinking of Bruno. The Divine... That was it. I knew it was something Ponytail. The Divine Ponytail. That was it. That's it. You got it, Dave. El Codino Divino. Yes, Anglo. Italian. That's mad, isn't it? That's actually mad. They had an aqueduct connected. These Romans were lunatics, mate. That's mad. La Brugita means little witch. El Butra, Butragueno. Means the fly. I thought he was called the flea. Messi, no? Which is a shit nickname. But yeah, fair enough. The fly. That's gash. Oh, okay, nice one. Sideshow Bob. We all know who you're talking about when you say Sideshow Bob, though, don't we? We all know. It's David Luiz. I mean, that's who you're talking about. Yeah, it could be Marouane Fellaini, it could be Carlos Valderrama, it could be... But no, it's David Luiz, mate, isn't it? Sideshow Bob. The Blind Venetian. Yeah, Flea. Oh, yeah, the Flea. Sorry I'm late joining. Had a house full of Forest fans. Lucky they're left without a smile. Banging Jamie Riley. Yes, mate. Great result there for West Ham, to be honest. Unreal. How you doing, Jamie, lad? Happy Sunday. Sparky. Yeah, that's a great one. Jokeres. No way. Are you serious? He's the same class. He seems like a good fella, Dion Dublin, to be honest. I've always thought that. It's a shame because obviously when he was at Coventry, weren't he? And he was banging them in. I remember when I was a kid, in the 90s at school, Dion Dublin was like a banger. He was banging in loads of goals for Coventry, and we signed him, and I think he just got a bad injury, didn't he? And he didn't really play much for us. But he was very good. Pete says he was a nice lad. Yeah, he seems a nice fella. When you say it's Spanish... Garnacho. We got a ridiculously low amount of money for that Melter, but at least he's not our problem anymore. You would have thought Fellaini was Sideshow Bob. No, Fellaini was Bog Brush Jackson 5 wannabe, mate. No. Maybe he... I think David Luiz was Sideshow Bob. I suppose Marouane Fellaini could also be. But, I mean, David Luiz literally looks like Sideshow Bob. I know, I'm well happy with it, the GOAT. We need a new goalie. He's experienced World Cup winner. Better than a lot of other options we could have gone for, and better than who we've currently got as well. Chance now for Liverpool. But a mistake made, but it is going to be kept in there by Ekatike. Calafiori and Ekatike, a bit of shirt pulling going on. And there's been a foul committed against Ekatike for the shirt pull, and that's a free kick to Arsenal. Oh, nice one, Kevin Kilban, yeah. Cheers, lad. I mean, that actually was a couple of different players' nicknames. There was that Liverpool goalkeeper of all people, Tommy Lawrence. He was known as the Flying Pig. And then there was also someone else. I forget now, but there was a big one. Another big player called the Flying Pig. Needs to host Match of the Day. It's the only thing that can make me pay the licence fee. Cheers, Pete. Get me on there, my son. Dennis Wise was a little bloke. Small man syndrome. The destroyer of printers and guitars. I love it, Old Monk. Yes, I know they got one less point than us. It's amazing. Pep Fraudiola's been found out. You think Arsenal might nick this? Arsenal not concede anything this season? Could do, yeah. Seems like they're just there to shut up shop, though, and counter. So possibly they could nick one. They do look sound defensively. Yep, 0-0. Yeah, that would be a great result for everyone, mate. Met Dion Dublin in Dublin, go figure. Very lovely lad. Nice, mate. You met Dion Dublin in Dublin. That's weird, isn't it? Pikachu abuser. Yeah, big time. Massive Judas. Judas Campbell. Imagine going from Spurs to Arsenal. It's like going from Arsenal to Chelsea, like Cashley Cole as well. Some things you just don't do you? The Tinker Man. Well, sometimes, Michael, sometimes these things happen. Oh, I really don't know, Stuart. I've always thought that Jose should be the Portugal manager, personally. Why isn't he the Portugal manager, mate? Now he's at that age. You know, they got shitty Roberto Martinez still, don't they? He's been doing garb for them. I don't know. Actually, he didn't do bad in the last one. I guess they can... Was it just penalties they went out on, actually, in the last Euros, I seem to remember. But they should, I always thought he should just take the reins for the nation. Scumbag Schmeichel went to City, never forgive him. I think Josie will end up in the Prem, though, personally. You think he'll end up in Saudi? Fair enough. I've got a feeling he could end up in the Prem. Just take a couple of weeks off, wait for someone to be sacked, and come and step in. Who knows? Yeah, I think it's good news, Adrian. I'm very happy with it. I want us to get him. I said that at the start of the window. He's a better improvement than the Melters we've got, and he comes with experience, lad. I don't know how he got that job. He did shite at Belgium, I thought. Considering all the talents they had, they were crap. And yet he walked from that job into the Portugal job. How did he manage that? It's like they went, oh yeah, we like that you couldn't get this team of absolute stars to play good football, so we're going to appoint you as Portugal manager. It's just a bit strange. I mean, they did. I know they did. And they only went out, I think, was it the semis and the Euros on pens possibly? But even so, like, I feel like he's just a lucky manager, mate. You know, I like him. He's a great guy, but I'm just saying I don't really see what he's done to be considered so highly. What, had a decent spell with Wigan Athletic, did he? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck's he done, mate? Little fella. Nickname of who? The little fella. I don't know, you know, America this week. Yeah, that'd be good. Jose would be the Portugal manager. Martinez did have a 10-game win streak for qualifiers of Euros. Fair play to him then. He's obviously done well with Portugal, I guess. You know, but he did shite with Belgium. As a Belgian, you hated Martinez, an actual liar too. He was not good for you guys, no. You know, you with a team as good as that team, because that was a very special team. That squad was very special. You got to be doing a lot better than what he did. I did see that diddly squat. Makes no surprise to me, I reckon. He's gash. Yeah, they did. He definitely did. That was your golden generation, most definitely. Unbelievable squad you guys had, in fact. You had some worldy goalkeepers. You know, people like Courtois and others. And you also had great defenders like Vermaelen and Alderweireld and Vertonghen and others. Some other good ones. And also, you know, the likes of De Bruyne and... Oh, shit. Chance here for Madueke. Almost creates one for Arsenal. He's won a corner. I mean, yeah. I have since Wednesday. The Burnley result, us beating Burnley in the last few minutes, and also City losing, and us being a point ahead of City going into the international break. That's cheered me up no end, Sam. But that was tough to take on Wednesday, mate, against the Grimmers. That was tough. Janino, what a player. I hope it is, to be honest, Stephen. It wouldn't be so lovely if these melters dropped 2 points each. Zane be here if Arsenal score, I don't know. We're literally out of defenders. We still call up FaZe and he starts. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, that's pretty nutty. Nah, it's not a conversion there by Arsenal from their field goal. You know, that's basically what they play, American foosball. We can beat City, man. Why not? Of course we can. They don't look all that, to be fair. They're beatable. Nah, not off anywhere, Barbie. Well, no plans as of yet. You never know. Who knows? But nah, not as of the moment. No plans. Just going to do the England games when they're on, and maybe some others. We'll do some watch-alongs, and some gaming stuff. I might have a chilled-out week or something, though, compared to usual once the window's closed. Tomorrow the window closes at 7, so we'll be busy all day tomorrow doing the transfer latest. Then after that, you know, probably will have a chilled-out week. Just take a couple of days off, essentially. Maybe do a few bits and bobs, but yeah. Amrim's a goat. Well, I don't know about that, my friend. He's probably the goat of having curtains haircut since the 1990s, yes. Okay, fair enough then, Ronnie. Well, we'll have to wait and see what happens. I mean, that's it. There's always loads and loads of links in the last sort of 24 hours of a transfer window. And also, you'd think stuff's going to get done, and sometimes it doesn't, and then other times you don't know stuff's getting done, and then suddenly it just does. So we'll see what actually gets put through before the deadline. Shafter will be very busy. Timo's working overtime currently. Super chat. Oh, for fuck's sake, mate. Ugh, double the fuck dragon pussy. How long was I muted for, man? Shit. Yes, I am doing a deadline day stream, 100% there, Adrian Morrison. Big ups to Lee. Says, do you think Ronaldo will go into management when he retires? 100%, mate. I do, actually. I do believe that will be going on. He just got so much passion for the game. You never know, maybe not, but I've just got a feeling he will. At least have a try of it. Sorry, guys, I melted there. Orlando Arellano, hello. I like Emi Martinez. I would not be surprised if we still ended up getting Lamans, though. Madueke's done well, but no, Allison manages to smother it. Yeah, 3 minutes. Oh, my God. Are you serious? Fucking hell. Not great there today, is it? Sonia, Ellis, a few secs. Ronaldo loves football so much not to. Too much not to. Yeah, I'm with you. I think he'll probably stay in the game in some capacity. Cantona's manager. It's funny how Cantona's just never had any interest in that whatsoever, has he? He retired quite early, went to play beach football for France, playing beach soccer, and then just, like, don't know, but got into acting and even music recently. Just he seems to have no interest in football management. It's our best case scenario for deadline day. I guess best case is we sign a really good central midfielder. There's talks of people like, I don't know, a Goumet or, Stiller, these sorts of links at the moment. Very much unlikely for someone like Baleba. But then also get a goalie like Martinez or Lamans. I guess those are our best options, our best hopes. I don't know, mate. I don't know. He could be good. Chelsea Scummers, he's so passionate. Passion gets you a long way, doesn't it? Chelsea Scummers might win Prem, but again, if United put a result against City in other games, United might end high on the table. Yes, true, lad. It would be good, wouldn't it? Imagine that if we could. Well, it's already I'm already content with the 4 points after 9, considering we had Arsenal and we played well against them. Fulham was a shite game, of course it was. But now, if we and because the City lost and they're not looking good, it just gives us a bit of hope that maybe we can smash them up after international break, and then it'll be a great start to the season considering the fixtures we started with. So yeah, let's hope for the best. Hannah Walker, what's going on, you legendess? Yeah, Cantona's been in a bunch of films. I've only ever seen a couple of them, but he's been in a bunch of ones like proper action films in France and all sorts. But the best one he's been in is called Looking for Eric. If you've not seen that, you've got to watch Looking for Eric. It's so good. He plays himself. It's just actually a really good film. Just like it's like a drama. It's not really what you expect, but it's a good film. Looking for Eric. Chance now for Wirtz. He shoots. Blocked, and it's going to be in the back of the net for Liverpool. I think there was a foul committed there. Was the keeper fouled? There is a flag up, and there's an offside or maybe a foul been awarded against there, but it did look like the keeper was... Liverpool have had it ruled out anyway for now. I don't know if the VAR is going to look at this, but there is a flag up over on the near side. Yeah, you're on board for still. I mean, it looks good. I don't watch much Bundesliga. From what I've seen of him and heard, he looks very good, and certainly we could do with some reinforcements in that area, so I'll be welcoming of it. Mate, thank you so much, lad. Zlatan Ibrahimovic will be the greatest manager. Zlatan Ibrahimovic is the greatest Swedish manager of all time. Zlatan Ibrahimovic way better than Sven-Goran Eriksson. Rest in peace to Sven, a true legend. But Zlatan will go down as Swedish Sir Alex Ferguson on steroids. Zlatan will be greatest manager. When Zlatan decides to go into management, others will retire. So Zlatan is only manager left around. Therefore, Zlatan is greatest manager in the world. We'll win many trophies. Zlatan is experience plus Dr. Pepper Money Fund. Thank you so much, you legend. Zlatan Ibrahimovic as manager. I cannot see him really going into management. Can you? I cannot see Zlatan being manager. Zlatan would be crazy to be coach. Could you imagine? The players come in and he says, Zlatan Ibrahimovic would have scored hat-trick by now. You are shit. You are shit players. Zlatan is way better. If Zlatan wanted to, he'd strip off right now and go and play instead of you overpaid melters. But Zlatan Ibrahimovic is retired, and Zlatan now coaches. Unfortunately, he coaches you bags of shite. That's not, sorry, I've got off script a bit here. Zlatan's comment to Pep Guardiola is my favourite. You buy a Ferrari and drive like a Fiat. Yeah, that's a good one. And the Zlatan doesn't do auditions is a classic, isn't it? To Arsene Wenger there. Yeah, definitely. I should do the rest of the stream in Zlatan voice. Imagine if people come into stream and just think this is how I talk. They've never been here before. My name is Zlatan Pikrahimovic. I'm greatest Swedish streamer of all time. Never mind PewDiePie. Is he from Sweden? I don't know. Matwakey, hang on. I think he is. Calafiori shot blocked. Timu Shaft, the phone's going to be ringing off the hook next 24 hours. He would, wouldn't he? He wouldn't understand. Zlatan cannot get on same wavelength as you shitbags. Zlatan too good. I cannot relate to you gash players. Are you taking the piss? They put VAR into Liverpool for fuck's sake. Samuel Eto'o or Ryan Giggs? That's a very strange comparison, but for me it's Giggsy. Eto'o was incredible, obviously, but you're comparing a striker to a left-sided midfielder. It's a bit strange. A bit of a strange comparison, Daniel. The Flying Pigski. Are you going for Zlatan? Oh, well, it'd be great to get Zlatan in the team. He was always, when he was in FIFA back in the day, he was always great in FIFA. It makes sense because he was so tall, strong, and had great feet and technical abilities. It's kind of just like the ultimate player you wanted to play with on FIFA because he had the lot, you know. So hopefully he'll be banging like he used to be because whenever he was in the game, he was awesome. Not really Daniel McHale. I can't really do David Beckham voice, you know. Yeah, used to play for Manchester United there, and Sir Alex was my manager, and it was a great time. And that's where I met Victoria. I saw her on the TV one day, and I pointed to her, and I said to Gary Neville, I said to my best friend in the world, Gary Neville, I said, that's going to be the woman I marry one day, Gary. No, I can't really do Beckham's voice, mate. That's the best you're going to get. Zlatan, yeah, exactly. You're right. You know, he probably wouldn't make a good coach. I've been a great fan of Liverpool Arsenal games that tend to cancel each other out. I think it has got something to do with these players not being able to relate to shitter players sometimes. You know, the best players need to be, you know, the best coaches can relate to some of the lesser players and get the best out of them and stuff, you know. Ryan Giggs or Louis Figo is a better one. That's a better comparison. That's very tough. I mean, for me as a United fan, I'm going Giggsy all day, but I know Figo was awesome. I mean, Ronaldinho is probably top 10 players of all time. Beckham, unbelievable, but probably Ronaldinho to be fair. But for me as a United fan, obviously, love Beckham. Beckham's voice of punishment for his good looks and football abilities. I know there's got to be something wrong with him. Hopefully he's got a 1-inch wonder, mate. You know what I mean? Sounded more like Posh Pies. Zlatan would be entertainment, and sometimes players would need the truth being told the shite. Rooney or Van Basten? Bloody hell, that's tough. I mean, Van Basten it's a little before my time, but, you know, he was incredible. Like, his stats. If you go and have a look at his stats. Let's get Van Basten's stats up, guys. Let's get Van Basten's stats up. His stats are insane. I saw them not long ago, actually. Very impressive stats throughout his career, lad. Here he is. Marco Van Basten, all-season stats. Okay. Yeah. Van Basten, in his professional career, he scored 277 and 86 assists in 373 games. That's pretty nutty stuff there. You know what I mean? Pretty nutty stuff. And then also internationally, his record for the Netherlands was how many? 58 caps, 24 goals. But, you know, like his club record there is just insane, isn't it? Pretty insane stats there, and obviously doing it for Ajax and also AC. Pretty insane stats there for just those two clubs he played for. I never knew that. He only played for those two clubs, Ajax and AC, and he got 277 goals in 373 games with 86 assists. I mean, that is incredible stats no matter who you are, to be fair. You know what I mean? But for me, I'll say Rooney. Because I just love Rooney. Rooney's one of my favourite players of all time. What a beast. Come and take this Josh game in Zlatan's voice would make me and others not fall asleep. Oh yeah, it's Palace Villa Villa tonight. Palace Villa tonight. Rooney voice. I can't really do Rooney, you know. Wait a second. Yeah, his name's Wayne Rooney, mate, and, you know, from Liverpool, but I got a bit more like a fucking, like a lower register, mate, than fucking Jamie Carragher. No, I just can't do Rooney, mate. Yeah, my name's Jamie Carragher, mate, and I've got a higher pitched voice, mate. I find it easier to do a fucking Scousey airy accent, mate, when it's really high pitched, lah. You know what I mean? I can't do the Wayne Rooney because Wayne Rooney speaks slowly low down like this, mate, and I can't really do that Liverpool skate acting that now, mate. No, sounds Australian. Fucking hell, just blow the whistle for the end of this game, mate. It's the slowest game of football ever. 67 minutes to take the piss. Bloody hell, what a snooze fest of a game. It's a shit game. Someone score a fucking goal already. Actually, I just want a 0-0 draw. I'll be well up with that. Gyökeres yellow. I would rather out of the two of them Arsenal win, but in all actuality, this is the perfect result. A draw is the best. Training was different. Oh, Easy's coming on, guys. Easy's about to warm up. Susan Knowlton's loving it. Hello there, nice one, Patrick Power. Hello to you too. Wenger voice. I think that I did not see the incident. My name is Arsene Wenger. Just generic Frenchman voice. I did not see the incident in question. I don't know, guys. I'm just off on one now. It's definitely nothing like Arsene. Oh no. Yes, keeps. Okay, ball threaded through there towards Ekatike, but a little bit too much on it. And it's no problem in the end there for Rhea. 22 minutes to go then of this 90. Jonathan Gallagher, yeah, they are, aren't they? I think both of these teams just happy with a point here. They should just blow the whistle early. Finally, everything coming on someone with quality in the match. Yeah, Easy coming on. Maybe he can make something happen. Easy wants to be easy, but it never is easy for Easy. Oh, dear. Pig, who's been worse so far, Wirtz or Gyökeres? I'd have to say Gyökeres. I haven't seen him do anything. I've seen Wirtz have one decent shot on goal, and that's about it. You know, but he did have one shot, which that was the incident where they actually bundled the ball in the back of the net, but it was ruled out. So I'd say Wirtz, but they've both been pretty ineffective so far. I mean, Gyökeres, I haven't barely seen the twat. No more skill anymore in this league. Oh, I know. I mean, a lot of it's been coached out of him. A lot of it's like, you know, not prepared to take the chances. Easy's on now, though, guys. Yeah, Easy should liven things up. And Odegaard as well. Odegaard's coming on. I don't know, actually, SDJF. She is chilling. The game highlights have been big games so early on in this season. Bad idea. This has been shite. Arsenal must surely be your number 2 team this season. Can you picture Liverpool moving ahead of you in the titles? No, they're not, mate. Do you actually think Arsenal are going to win the league if Liverpool don't? I don't. I don't think it will be Arsenal. If Liverpool don't, I'd more likely think that, I don't know, maybe Chelsea or City or even bloody us are more likely to win the league than Arsenal, mate. Come on. I do, mate. I think he'll bring that experience and a bit of leadership and commanding presence that we need. Bit of shithousery. And I just think he is a better goalkeeper all round than the likes of Andre Onana. He's not my ideal. I'd still prefer we went for somebody a bit younger who's still just as high profile, like Diogo Costa or potentially Donnarumma or someone like that. But I'm very happy with the Martinez. He's not playing for them, mate. Come on. That's banging. Oh, yeah, Andy, I didn't have time to change it over. I'm sorry about that, Andy. I've shat it, haven't I? I can't be bothered to change it now, either in the 71st minute. Very much so, Susan. Very boring. Favourite Power Rangers series? It has to be the original, mate. That's the only series I actually watched, the original. Just Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I never watched any like the Dinosaurus ones or whatever there was. Loads of different ones. No, I just watched the first initial series with Bulk and Skull and Rita Repulsa, and then Lord Zed came into it a bit later, didn't he? And, you know, stuff like that. That's my era, mate. The Green Ranger, Tommy, turns into the White Ranger. Jason, the Red Ranger. Zack, the Black Ranger. Kim, the Pink Ranger. Fucking hell. Shit. Trini, the Yellow Ranger, and Billy, the Blue Ranger. It's still all in there, folks. It's still all in there, mate. Know what I mean? Angel Grove. Fucking Angel Grove, yeah? Yeah? Putty men. Fucking putty men, mate. Yeah? It's all still in there. After all these years, I haven't thought about Power Rangers for maybe 20 odd years. Maybe more. But it's all still in there, my friends. Ivan Ooze for the win. Oh, it's morphin' time. Tyrannosaurus. Oh, Green Ranger was the best. Yeah, I like the Green Ranger as well. Power Rangers movie. Oh, yeah, I went to the cinema to see that one. Power Rangers, a classic. Go, Power Rangers. Sergio Romero's the best backup keeper ever, lad. That's awesome, isn't it, Disco Dave? That's looking really good. Kimberly the Pink Ranger and Kelly Kapowski. Yeah, good shout, Brandon. When we all liked them when we were growing up, mate, definitely. And Jet from Gladiators. Onana would be good for one of Rita's bungling sidekicks. 100%. Let's go the goat. I hope you're right, mate. I know, it's weird, isn't it, Gavin? It's bizarre. It's like, I think we were just like sponges back then with useless information. I know, I can't believe he's passed away, mate. Sad, isn't it, man? Can you believe that? Jason David Frank, man, he's no longer with us. I think the Yellow Ranger, Trini, I'm pretty sure she died really young, like in a car accident as well, mate. It's not all plain sailing, happy days for the Power Rangers posse, guys. Pretty sure she died, like, in a horrible car accident. Nah, I wasn't old enough for that, Tony. I know what obviously a great player he was. I think he won 2 Ballon d'Ors in a row, didn't he? Kevin Keegan. I know he's a great player. I read his autobiography and stuff. You know, so I know what he's all about. He's played for Southampton and Newcastle and obviously Hamburg. He was big in Hamburg, weren't he, over in Germany? Yeah, he was a great player. But, yeah, a bit before my time. I never really watched him play that much, to be fair. Top 4 for United, Piggy, come on. Will be my phone a friend. Yeah, that's the one Kelly Kapowski he's talking about. October 31st, Back to the Future, back on cinema, 40th anniversary. Banging, Pete. Where we're going, we don't need roads. Oh, yeah, any good? Really? Well, for a start, it's not a cartoon, Jamie. So you got that one wrong. It's live action, mate. It wasn't a cartoon. But I understand what you're saying. However, the Power Rangers is epic, man. When I was a kid growing up, you know, when you're a kid, obviously if you're an adult who's already grown up in 70s cartoons, it's not going to be good. But I actually grew up on a lot of those 60s and 70s cartoons myself because my dad used to watch them all, like all those Hanna-Barbera ones and stuff, you know. Loads of shit like that. We're talking Tom and Jerry and, you know, Wile E. Coyote and all that sort of stuff. Grew up on all of that as well. Adam, I know, mate. Yeah, it's just I've been taking a little break from it before the new FIFA comes out, but I'm going to be getting back into it. Definitely. Don't you worry. Especially when the new game's out. Yeah, Keegan retired in 84. I was 4. I was -3. Oh, Odegaard almost threads one through the back line. It's like there's not much action here, but he's almost created something there. Keegan missed a sitter against Spain at the World Cup. He also had a scrap, didn't he? There's a famous clip of him out of a scrap. Is it with Johnny Giles or some lead scummer? No, I can't remember who it was now. But whoever, there's a video of him having a full-on scrap on the pitch, isn't there, Keegan? Of course, He-Man was epic, lad. I love He-Man and Masters of the Universe. I have the power! Loved a bit of He-Man growing up. Oh, yeah. Castle Grayskull. No, I know. This is how I found out. I know it's horrible, isn't it, Brandon? It's absolutely horrible, mate. I'm pretty sure that's... Have you fact-checked it, though? Because I could be getting it mixed up, but I'm pretty sure that did indeed happen. I think the reason I found this out was because, you know, recently they did a remake of Power Rangers. Like, they did an actual Power Rangers thing with, like, only a few of them in there. But they did have a few of them in there. And she wasn't in it. I wondered why, so I think I Googled it. And yeah, it said she passed away, mate, in a car accident or something. Bugs Bunny, yeah. What's up, Doc? Thundercats, yes, mate. Now you're talking. I loved Ren and Stimpy, mate. That was a weird cartoon to grow up on. But yeah, I watched that growing up. Stimpy, you idiot! Big time. I know. We all had to watch the same shite, really, pretty much growing up. That's how we all have so much nostalgia. You know, people our age, we have so much nostalgia. We can talk about, like, oh, you know, Jet from Gladiators, and everybody knows what you're talking about because we were all watching the same few channels. Do you know what I mean? Like, everybody, oh, what's that? It's Sunday night. Oh, yeah, your mum's watching fucking Antiques Roadshow, you know, or Heartbeat. So it's like everybody just grew up watching the same shit. We had to. There was no other choices really back then until about the mid-90s anyway. I think we got like a cable box with a bunch of different channels. From Cable and Wireless was the name of the company back in the day. Probably like 1996, 7, somewhere around about that. Before there, it was just all, everybody just had 4 channels pretty much. I did watch Rosie and Jim, mate. Yeah, 100%. Rent-A-Ghost, yeah, I remember that. Don't know, Adam. I'm not sure if I have, you know, bud. Really? You remember the 1982? The night in 1982 when Channel 4 launched? No way. That's crazy, isn't it? Good point, that. The Wolf. Yeah, man. The Wolf, man. What a legend. Space Jam 1. Classic. I have actually, Mike Hill. Yeah, man. Cable and Wireless. That's it. St. Michael Saint. Ninex. That was another one. Maybe that was Cable and Wireless. It was like Cable and Wireless and Ninex. And then before, like, Sky and Virgin. Before Sky and Virgin came around, it was like, yeah, Ninex and Cable and Wireless. Yeah, it's shite, isn't it, there, Sonia? Hopefully the new game's going to be a bit different. Starview. Space 99. I know, mate. Well, at least we're having a good old chat here, aren't we? We're definitely covering some interesting topics. Thank you for the chat, everyone. Thanks for entertaining me, because this has been a shitter of a game. A real snooze fest. I just hope it ends on the 90 and there's not long added minutes here. And also, hopefully, Liverpool don't score right now. They do have an opportunity. No, they've gone back. They're not taking any chances, these teams. They're all a bunch of pussies. Ball into the box, though. And, yep, Easy's going to pick that one up for Arsenal. Yeah, I remember Channel 5. I remember that coming out, yeah. Hong Kong Phooey, yeah. Good shout, Orlando. Good shout. It is. But I liked that. You know, I mean, I liked that. The fact that everybody was. I mean, I guess it's good that everybody's got so much ability to consume loads of different information. But it kind of was. It's definitely good for nostalgia, anyway. Bill and Ben, the flower pot men. Flobber dobber dobber. Have you watched Gwyn Gundam? No, I've not seen that, mate. Not seen that one. Anyway. I guess we better get back into the game stuff here, guys. But yeah, 10 minutes to go. Do us a favour, hit the like, smash the subscribe, all that shit, and get yourself in there raw. Your dad remembers just 2 channels. That's crazy, isn't it? I think it was like end of May 2026, Adam, when that's supposed to be released. Yeah, you know it. Pete Chambers, Johnny Vaughan, Chris Evans, Big Breakfast, Denise Van Outen. Yeah, 100%. Black and white TVs. Oh, let me turn this down a little bit. Gary Neville's coming through real loud there for some reason. The Moomins was gash. I never really watched the Moomins, but I remember it. Bloody hell. Definitely. So true. If you only got 4 channels, you're like, oh, you just flick through them all quick. You're like, oh, they're all shit, but we'll watch this one. I seem to remember playing the game, Jonathan, actually. Hello, Anthony Conte. What's happening? Yeah. Original Tom and Jerry. Watching Snook on the black and white TV. I mean, we still had it. When I was a little kid, I mean, very little, we still had a black and white TV in the house. Not as the main telly, but we had one. You know, I think it was in the kitchen or whatever. We just had a little black and white TV. That was still, you know, early 90s, late 80s. That was actually still common to have a black and white TV, not as your main one. but it was still a thing because we had one, and we also had some old VHS with like these switches on. You used to have to push like a full on switch down. It was epic. I remember Zaplad, of course I do. That was amazing. Yeah, that was quality. Yeah, precisely. Oh, shit! Szoboszlai's broken the Arsenal's hearts! It's a raw free kick. Wow. It's really far out, and he's curled it into the top left. Dude, really, Raya should be doing much better there. How's he managed not to get to that? I mean, it was a great hit. It was a great hit by Szoboszlai. It's placed well into the corner, but he's far out, man. He's real far out there. I'm surprised he's beaten the keeper from there. It's miles away. I think Raya did get something on it, but he just almost did a flubber hand Andre Onana moment and shat it with a biscuit wrist. I think David Raya's got a biscuit wrist on loan from Andre Onana, mate, for the game. Let's have another look at this. I need to watch it back. But obviously it was a good hit from Szoboszlai. It's right in the corner, but it's far out. It's very far out, you know. Oh, my God. I mean, it's actually just a ridiculously well-struck. I mean, no, you know, that you got to say, Raya shouldn't really, you know, I guess he should be he's so close, but it's just in off the inside of the post and it's hit with a bit of venom. Nah, it is just a great free kick. The keeper's got a tough ass to stop that one, to be fair. He has got a tough ass to stop that one. That's gash, mate. Liverpool winning, that's gash. Oh, man. This game needed a little something because it's been truly boring. We're probably at least going to have an exciting 10 minutes with surely Arsenal trying to take the game to these mugs now. That was a banging, yeah, it was a top-class strike. I thought maybe there was an error, but when you watch it back, no, it's just a pure hit right off the inside of the post. Obano, you must be foaming, lad. That was a raw one right there, yeah. Very great shot on goal there by Szoboszlai. Yeah, that's it there, Dan Solvin. Yeah, Guna's absolutely shattered it so far out, not even a hard shot. I don't know, though. When you watch it back on the replay, it looked a lot harder than it was initially. Do you know what I mean? I thought it was a soft effort initially as well. But on the replay, it looks fast, mate. It looks powerful. You know what I mean? Weird. Yes, bugger. Easy's pulled down. Got to be a pen. Referee. Easy was pulled down in the box. Referee. Should be a pen there. Let's have another look. Referee says no straight away. Can we have a look at this again? Nah, no, that's not a pen. Gomez does give him a tiny little push in the back, but that is not a pen. Nah, that's just Harry. Nah, that's not a pen. That's the right decision from the ref. What do you reckon, guys? Pen or no pen? But if they're giving pens for that, it'll be about 8 pens a game. So yeah. Oh, really, Pete Green? Button Moon. Never ever landed on it, pig. Good night, Button Moon. Zane is hibernating. Zane is hibernating under a rock now for the next 2 weeks. Curved was deceitful. Yeah, it was a no penalty. Yeah, no pen. Manny Slouflaki, we're finally getting a keeper. Yes, looks like could even be better than what we could have got, which is Sonny Lamans. But hopefully we're getting Emi Martinez now. More experienced, bigger bollocks. You know, hopefully he'll be much better than the likes of Andre. He is better than Andre. He's much more solid. I mean, he still is known to have the odd eccentric moment and make an odd error, but overall, way better at keeper. Oh, shit! Arsenal in the box, a little bit of physicality going on there, but it's Alisson Becker who does manage to smother it and get the ball there. Yeah, second again. 5 minutes of the 90 left. Hopefully 0 added on time. But still, I hope Arsenal do get a late equaliser. I called 1-1. I could still see it happening. It's like Arsenal just content to go there and defend and counter. But now that they're losing, they've got to go to plan B, which is just to flood forward and create. So surely now, last 5-6 minutes and stoppage time, it's going to be an Arsenal onslaught, you would think. You think Easy was looking for a pen? Yeah, he went down way too easy. Zane's not around, mate. He's not going to be seen. You can't see another goal, unfortunately. Still an unbalanced Liverpool team, though. Oh, shit. Liverpool have picked it up high up the pitch, you know. Chance for them. Jones to Salah. Salah's going to cut inside and try to shoot, but he's just taken a heavy touch and it's got away from him. And now Easy tries to lead the charge on the counter. He's fed in Odegaard on the right. Arsenal surging into Liverpool's half here. Arsenal, Odegaard inside to Madueke. Madueke back across goal towards Gyökeres. Oh, great defender there by Gomez. Just gets across Gyökeres and takes him out of the game and clears it out behind the goal. I mean, that's a solid bit of defending there from Gomez. Just out muscles, gets the shoulder on Gyökeres and gets across him and beats him to it. Good defending there. Sully Griffin. Sully, cheers very much for the super chat. He says, get the work in there, my son. Sully Griffin, you legend. Danke schön, mein Freunde. Very much indeed there, Sully Griffin, you hero. Yes. Did you see the free kick? It was a banger, to be fair, wasn't it? That's what's annoying about it. Wirtz is down on the floor. Going to be a substitute made here for Liverpool. Substitution. Famous Arsenal corner. Salah's not looked quite the same all season, really. I know he scored in one of the games, but he's not looked amazing. Look at that free kick. It's a proper chicken dipper. That is a great goal, isn't it, from Szoboszlai, you've got to say. It almost is so whipped and up and down. It almost looks like it, like skims off the wall and spins. But it isn't. It's just such a spinner, like a top spinner. It's a great free kick. You've got to say, that is a great free kick. Arsene Holland's overrated. Yeah, if me and Harry Maguire had a WWE match, who would win, me or Slabhead? Probably I'm going to say Slabby. Set piece FC losing a set piece. Ronaldo-esque. Yeah, it was a good free kick, that one. Cracking spin, deceives the keeper. It does, it really does, yeah. When you see it first time, you think Raya should be getting to that. But when you see the spin and the up and down nature of the ball when it hits right on the inside of the post, you can understand. Wataru Endo then coming on for Wirtz. Who is the transfer record now in England? You've lost track. The transfer record for a team signing a player to England is it not Moises Caicedo? Don't know. Who is it? It could be Isak by the end of this transfer window. Corner in for Arsenal then. Damn it, Gomez clears it away. He's actually had a good game for him. Odegaard has to go all the way back to Raya. Dalman on, Madueke off for Arsenal. Already got young Dalman on, have they? Odegaard picks it up over to Dalman. Dalman, the youngster, cuts inside. Great feet, but he's run into a brick wall there. He can't get through, and he's giving it up. He's giving it up. Should have passed it back to Odegaard. He's melted. Young Dalman shat it. But he does look good, that young Dalman. Raya then, long ball, hoof time up the pitch. Towards Easy. Won again by Gomez. Easy. Declan Rice. Back inside to Easy. Outside wide left to Declan Rice. There's 7 minutes at a time, guys. Where did that come from? 7 minutes. We're not complaining. We want Arsenal to get an equaliser here. But 7 minutes. Where the hell did that come from? Hey, Mrs. P, you all right? How you doing? Yeah, I dropped the Henry Hoover. Sorry, it's all shite over the floor. Is he broken? No, I don't think he's broken, but I dropped Henry. It's all right. I'll sort it out after this game. I did it just before this, otherwise I'd have sorted it all out. Howdy, Mrs. P, says Mike Hill. Mrs. P says, hi, everyone. How you feeling? I'm feeling shite as well, Mrs. P. During this stream, I've just been feeling rougher and rougher. We're ill. We've got the flu. It's gash. You look nice, though. You just done yourself up, have you? Where are you going? You just done that for me, have you? Is Trevor on the go? He is, yeah? Nice. Trevor's on the go, guys. Me and Mrs. P bought a cheap robotic vacuum cleaner / mop. And we called him Trevor. He's going around. He's tidying up. Trev's as good as gold, to be fair. He seems all right so far. Big up, Trev. I don't know where they're getting the 7 minutes from. It's mad, isn't it, Chris? What's that all about, lads? 7 minutes from what? Okay, Mrs. P. See you in a bit, Angel. I'm feeling very lightheaded, you know, Mrs. P. Pretty weird. We need to eat. Can you bang that pizza on? Yeah, nice. Just nice and easy, isn't it?
Let me just get that up with the Dyson.
No, that'll be fine. Trevor will get that. Trevor will get it, Sheen. Or you can just use the Henry, which is right there. Just have to put the top back on. Didn't have a chance to do that.
Does the bag come off then?
No, I don't think so, babe, no. Oh, that's Gash Stephen Monroe. I hope it's not the vid. Ugh. Pizza is good for a grown lad, Jamie. Yeah, you want to bang that pizza on then, Sheeny? So I'll be done in 5 minutes or so. I'm hungry. Pizza and beans. Not pizza and beans. Yeah, Gyökeres has looked guff. People were saying about Sesko, but Gyökeres has looked equally as wank, if you ask me. Okay, he has actually scored, but he has looked shite in most games. Pizza and meat. You want pizza now? You had pizza dinner last night. I had a roast lamb today. All lovely. Thank you, Susan Knowlton. I appreciate you, Legendess. Come on then, Arsenal. Wouldn't it be lovely? What a great end to the day if they just got a late heartbreaker against these Scousieres in the last minute for both teams to have to drop points and settle for a draw. Come on, let's get a hashtag I believe in the chat there, my friends. Odegaard's been a bright spark since he's come on, looking like he might make something happen, but they're running out of time. Subamendi, here's young Dalman on the right, but it's a big challenge there at the back there by Kerkez. It's been totally dispossessed, and he's gone on the counter, and he's found the pass up the pitch, but it's broken down. Dalman almost exposed there. Remember, Sesko has scored 2, Pig. Has he? Ooh, Calafiori ball in there. Allison panics a bit. Dalman keeps it alive. No. Cleared away by Liverpool. Who did Sesko score against me? I don't remember a Sesko goal. I must be going insane. Yeah, Shubham says you should check on Mrs. P. She's coughing a little bit too much. I know, she's ill at the moment. She's not good. She's all flued up, aren't you, Mrs. P? I am checking on her. She's right there. I can see her. She maybe did a little bit too much today because she was doing her housework like a lunatic when she was supposed to be in bed, really. I don't know. Doner kebab pizza. I don't mind that, lad. I like just like, doner meat on a pizza. That's all right. Hot toddy. Great shout. Mrs. P wants a doner now. You said that. Yeah, the weather's shite. Summer's over. It's just a shit show. I've looked at the weather forecast down here for the next week. It's just raining every day. Summer's over, mate. Get a vid test for her. Hope you get well soon, Mrs. P, says Lee. Is that still a thing? Do people still do COVID tests, though? Like, I guess we could do that, but I don't know about that, mate. I can't be asked. Like, if you have got it, then, it's like, would you do an influenza test for flu? You probably wouldn't. You'd probably just go, I've got the flu, and then just rest and, Is that not the same with the vid? Shouldn't you just be like, I've got the vid, maybe, so just chill. Oh, you still do because you're working a care home for the elderly. Oh, okay, Lee Harris. Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, well, Mrs. P does as well, so she probably should, actually. That's a good idea. But she's been off last few days, so no dramas there. But yeah, that's actually a good idea. When are you back, Mrs. P? Tuesday. So, yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. Is it going to be as cold as well? I have to get my heating mended. I don't know. You definitely want to do it before the end of September, though, really. It starts to get really cold around then. I'm in Dorset, mate, so not far away from you, Tony, lad. Yeah, it's wet and shite down here, to be fair. Chiesto almost makes it 2, but it's well wide. Got a Donnarumma with chili sauce. Lovely. I am doing all the England games over the international break, yeah. Good idea, Lee Harris. She says, I think Mrs. P should do a COVID test just to be safe. Good idea. But, I mean, she doesn't like doing that. But, you know, she probably will, though. But she doesn't like it. I remember the last time she did it, putting a thing up her nose. It's just like an instant cough thing. Wasn't it? Was it? Was that me? That was me, sorry. Forgot it wasn't Miss P, it was me. As soon as you put one up, I just cough like a mother chuffer and sneeze. What's the most famous thing in Dorset? I would say probably maybe Durdle Door or Old Harry Rocks or the Cern Abbas giant penis man fertility symbol on the side of the hill in Cern Abbas, fertility penis man, or maybe the beaches of like Sandbanks and Bournemouth and stuff, maybe, possibly, maybe not. Or Corfe Castle, Mrs. P says. I don't know. Not that much going on around here, mate, to be honest. Now you mention it, I'm struggling here. Yeah, good shout, Lee Harris, lad. I appreciate you, Lee. There's the final whistle, by the way. It's Gash. 4-game man endorsed. It's a good comedy. There's the full-time whistle. Gash, mate. Liverpool have won. Ah, bollocks. What a waste of time. What a bullshit watch-along, guys. What an absolute shit show of a game. Boring as you like. Proper Drossfest. I mean, fair enough. That free kick was very nice there by Szoboszlai, but piss poor game. Really crap game. Really awful game. Now, it wasn't a GG. It was a BG. It was a bad game, mate. It was a shit game, mate. Now, most famous person in Dorset is probably maybe Harry Redknapp. Martin Clunes lives here as well. Martin Clunes, the actor. I think Jonathan Ross has a home here as well, possibly. I don't know. Old Harry Rock sounds like a peeping Tom. Arsenal, you've gashed it up for everyone. Nudist beach at Studland, yeah. Arsenal don't create anything. They were rubbish, mate, yeah. Nice one, Lee Harris. Top man. I appreciate you as well, you legend. We march on. Liverpool winning. Does Dorset has a football team? Yeah, it's got a couple, mate. Yeah, it's got Poole Town up the Dolphins. Dorchester Town. Bournemouth. Bournemouth's the big one, obviously. Bournemouth. In Bournemouth, which is in Dorset. Bournemouth. Maybe one day you'll see success again. Maybe. Corfe Castle. Arsenal Gash. Poor game, great result. Hey, Tommy Boyle, how you doing, lad? You've been out for your mates. M&D's 55th. Oh, your mum and dad. Sorry, mum and dad's 55th anniversary. That's amazing, Tommy. Let's get some congrats in there for Tommy's parents. That's amazing, isn't it? 55 years married for your mum and dad. It's epic, lad. What's that called? There's got to be a big name for that. It's 50 Diamond. Mrs. P, what's 50... What's 55 in terms of wedding anniversary called? She don't know. I don't know either. That's pretty sick though, mate. That's awesome. Yeah, I hope you had a good day though, Tommy, man. Big ups to your parents, lad. That's awesome. Phil Collins has a house there. Nice one, Stancast. Emerald, 55. Is it? Yeah, Emerald, guys. Emerald anniversary. Emerald. Yeah, that's mad, isn't it? Emerald anniversary. That's quality, mate. That's awesome. That's seriously good. I'm feeling ill. I'm going to wrap up the stream now, guys, because I'm ill. Feel rubbish now, so I'm going to probably chill out. I was going to come on and do a cheeky little transfer news video later, but I might just not. We'll see how I feel, because it's transfer deadline day tomorrow. Yeah, go on, Mrs. P. Say again.
We're
10. 10. Yeah? 10 years.
No, 10. Yeah.
10.
10 years, but we're 10. That's
What does 10 mean?
10.
10 years?
No.
What then? Not married. 10 means not married, yeah?
No, because that's what we are. It's the 10 anniversary if you've been together 10 years. You know, like
A 10 anniversary. Yeah, but that means married for 10 years.
yeah. Well,
We're tin foil, love. Not tin. We're tin foil. We're not married.
you said I might as well be in.
Yeah, I know, but technically we're not married, so we can't have a a tin anniversary. Can we? Replaying Paul on Tuesday night. Lee Harris, get in there, my son. Yeah. Come on, the Dolphins. Batter them up, my lad. Emerald's very good, isn't it? Thank you, Chris Koo. Thank you, Urbano. Thank you, BioTubby, Paul Warby, Jamie Riley, Kim, Dr. Johnny, Superstar Shane Oz, ES Clad, R-Rip, Tommy Boy Legend. Get in there, my son. Yeah, I know. I think it's going to be getting done there, Tommy. Looking good, mate. Nice one, Dave Watkins, Reese Saunders, Anglo, Jamie. 10 years, mate. Chris Koo. Yeah, St. Michael, Stephen Shipman, tin opener. That's Luke Shaw's wedding anniversary, mate. Nice one, Stan, Urbano, Shane. Nice one, Tony. Nice one, NRP. Kim's has never heard of tin anniversary. What a shit name for an anniversary. It sounds just crap, doesn't it? Tin. Like, not even like pewter or silver, but tin. Fucking tin. You know what I mean? You know, what's the 5-year anniversary called? Aluminium can. You know what I mean? That's bullshit, mate. Tin anniversary, that's crap. Tin of beans. Yeah, I'm done doing food good after that, mate. Wouldn't be a piggy stream without an illness. You're not wrong there, Kate. That's true. Sander says Arsenal bottles. Urbano, thank you for the super chat, lad. Hope you and Mrs. P feel better. Much love to both of you. You're a legend, Urbano. Thank you so much for the $9.99 super chat there for me and Mrs. P. Urbano says, hope you feel better. Thank you, Urbano. You're a legend. Get some love hearts and red panties in there. Urbano, have a great night, you Don. I'm sure you have a good one after that win there. Unfortunately, you guys are getting the results at the moment, aren't you? Bastards. You think they're going to win the league, yeah. Nice one, Urbano. You have a great one, man. Thank you once again for that, lad. Arnie Slot is just getting the results. Gash. Thank you, Gung Shi, you legend. He says, wait, where's that gone? Hang on. Swear I just... Oh, there he is. The Don says, hope you both feel better soon, Mr. and Mrs. P. Thank you so much, Gung Shi, as well, lad, you legend. I appreciate that. Get in there, the mustard also. Thank you, Gung Shi. Thank you, the mustard. Thank you all the moderators like Daz, Gung Shi, the mustard, Jonathan Gallagher, Chris Koo, Stephen Shipman. Sorry, he's a mod on my gaming channel, actually. Tommy Boyle and everyone else. Daz Salford, of course. All the legends of the channel here getting in there. Roar as you like. Big ups to you, Gung Shi, and everyone. Thank you so much for moderating. And all the members in green there. Big ups to you, legends. Superstar, you know, Mr. King Boomy and everyone. Dons. Absolute dons. Legends. Nice one, Urbano. Thank you, Lee Harris. Anto, make the most of it. Sonny Jim, Jamie. Bruce Lee getting in there as well. I'm no bastard. I'm Bruce Lee. Sorry. Yes. Kuna's in the mud. Sorry, it's just a quote from that Dragon Bruce Lee story. It sticks in my head. I've been saying it for the last few days, haven't I? I'm no bastard. I'm Bruce Lee. Piggy, you cheer up. Cheer up, boring Sunday afternoon. Thank you, Sonia. Same to you guys. Seriously, keeping me entertained during this absolute dross fest of a game. You guys are epic. Nice one, Susan. Dr. Johnny, Superstar. Nice double header. Thank you, Superstar. Thank you, Kimster. Take care, Mrs. P and P. Hope you feel better soon. Roughing like this. It's Gash. Yeah, you get better soon as well, Kimster. Garbaggio. Nice one, Tommy, PDS, Reese, Anto, Stephen Shipman. Hell yeah. Rosley Maslan as well. Thank you, Rosley. Appreciate you, hero. Fujiwara Kiichi as well. Have a good one, you Don. Lee Harris. Urbano, Chris, make the most of it. Daz Salford, Shubham Cool. Get in there. Cock. Jonathan, Bruce, Disco. Gadendron as well. TCG Hub, yes, mate. Get in. Good to see you. Great to see you. Hello and goodbye. We're going now. I know. We're higher than the shitty scummers, though, going to the international break. Get in. Let's all laugh at those Pep Fraudiona milk bags. Nice one, Lee, Jamie, Chris, Haggis, Lee, Kim, and everybody else who's in here. God bless you all. You can follow us on Insta, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick at Flying Pig United. Check out the website, flyingpigunited.com. Big ups to the sponsors of the channel today. They're Match Bingo and also OK Jersey. Check out the links in the description there. And please do gamble aware. UK only, 18 plus. Check out the links in the description. Show some love. Check out the sponsors, and we'll see you on the next one. I'm going to go rest up then, my friends. Cheers, guys. That's it from me. You're a set of legends, and remember, Piggy loves you. And also remember, when the seagulls follow the trawler, this is because they sing. Do you want to say bye, Mrs. P?
Hi,
This is because they sing. Sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much. Get in there, you beauties. Thank you so much to all the patrons here for supporting the channel on patreon.com/flyingpigunited. As a thank you, all you legends will be appearing on this outro list. Get in there. Once again, thank you to all the YouTube members, but one of the best ways you can support the channel is on patreon.com, so check it out. Patreon.com/flyingpigunited. And once again, a big thank you to all the legends that do support the channel on Patreon. Get in there.